Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Finds McConkey. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Ray.
Here's a give up the middle. And he gets this one to the 49 on a solid pickup. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Second and 4. Finding Davis. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Herbert on 1st down. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Whew. I think coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
Back to the air, Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson, complete. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Herbert. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
In his 11th year, still knocking him through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action. Here's Penix. Got a man. It's Drake London. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here we go, going right side, Robinson with it. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Robinson, a 1st down and more. Past the 20. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Crowd right. Set.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Falcons scoop it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Trying again following the sack. That one's complete to London. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Working quickly here. Penix on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18, Pioneer.
Trying for it with Penix. That's cut beyond the marker. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
Ready?
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa. Penix here from the gun. That's cut at the 4. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Robinson can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of 1. 7-3 is our score. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Once more, it's Robinson. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Touchdown, Atlanta! Koo on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ram. Go.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. He puts some power on a deep one left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Justin Simmons. And the Falcons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Oh, the shot was there. He hauled it in, but the officials say no. Didn't get both feet in bounds.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Come 19, and back at 60. Hut, hut.
From the shotgun, Penix. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. And that hit right at the 10. Somehow, though, got a wicked bounce and makes it into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
21.
He ran from the gun with Wright. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Go.
Here's Herbert. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Mustang 19.
Penix working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. Has a hole left, room to run. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Drake London with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons push their lead to 18. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackled by Rook Orororo. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Play action now for Herbert. Looking for a target. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, ram. Drop right, go.
Herbert from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Ray. Hey, Kappa. Set.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Forced out to his right. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
And 2:01 on the clock. This is going to take us inside the 2-minute warning.
7 Pirates. Ready?
Penix now on 1st down. He sends this one to the end zone. Big gain downfield. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Drake London with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Go.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
Go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
21. Let's go, let's go.
Here's 2nd and 2. McConkey's got it on the sideline. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Hey, ram. Real it.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Fits it through the middle. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
Ball. 5-9. Ready.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
59. Go, let's go. Set.
First down from the red zone. He brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Hey, OP. Baylor Tiger. 21. Hey, go Lion.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Baylor Tiger. Crowd right. Ready.
Herbert to throw once more. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set. Hey, Ray. Hey, Kappa. What is it?
It's Herbert once more. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance.
Baylor Tiger. Set.
They snap it to Herbert. Intercepted in the end zone. That's Justin Simmons.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
He'll throw it. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 25. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. I hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took them a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them, the guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Moore with a return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set up. Go.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Let's go. Trap 60. Trap 60. Huh.
Play action. Here's Penix. That pass complete to Osborne. Continuing to move past the 45. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Ready.
On the give, here's Robinson. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Go. Hut, hut.
Another carry for Robinson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play.
Out. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Penix on 3rd down. Oh, he put some heat on this. And oh, he got it! Interception! Derwin James picks it. And the Chargers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
1st and 10, Herbert. We've got a screen to the running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
He finds McConkey. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Chargers.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Herbert throwing again. Has the connection to right. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Stopped by Grady Jarrett.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Chargers will have a first.
And the Chargers first down.
Set. Ready.
Now Herbert again. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Set. Home to right. Right in the hut.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. It is caught left side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That's caught for the first. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Home to right. Go.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Working quickly here. Trying again, following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Herbert from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Awareness. That's what I call it, okay? Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
Go, go.
Herbert throwing on 4th down. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Let's go now. Hiking 18. Ready.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Falcons lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. One play after their defense makes a stand, Brock. This offense says thank you very much and hits the end zone for 6.
That's really what you like to see, Kate. Both sides of the ball capable of making big plays and stacking that momentum with each other. And you really like to see the offense was prepared to get out there. The call dialed in and ready to go, ready to strike when the opportunity presented itself.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give left side. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. 21.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Chargers have it to start the 4th in a game that seems pretty far out of reach. Second down now, 7 to go.
Go Lion, 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 set. Ready.
Here's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Hey, easy, easy. We'll go orange, 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 orange. What is that?
Throwing on first is Herbert. Able to find right. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Set.
From the 46. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Five nine. Crowd right. Go.
It's Herbert once more. Wright reels it in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Go.
First down, Chargers.
Set. Set.
Herbert to throw once more. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. Offense up to the line fast.
It's second and 8 at the Falcons' 40-yard line.
Really?
2nd and 8. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Get up.
Play action. Here's Penix. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, he scoops up his own mistake. Well, that is not how you make the most of an opportunity when your defense gives you the football back. But the good news is, Brock, at least they get another shot at it.
Yeah, when you're running on the field, you feel the joy of that defense, right? They just got you a possession. They're giving you an opportunity. And thankfully, they saved the day by at least jumping on the ball.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
19 Pioneer. 19 Lion. Cup 19. Cup 19. Street. Dragon 60. Go.
Penix facing a 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Falcons. First
60
down.
Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
First and 10 at the 46.
Penix on first down. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
60 back!
Another try following the sack. Launches one deep downfield. Oh, Derwin James gets him. It's an interception. And the Chargers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Intercepted by the
Well,
Chargers.
no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready!
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
5-9, 5-9. Set.
1st and 10, here's Herbert. And this one's incomplete, too low as it skips off the ground. Looking for the back that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ready!
Finds McConkey. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Run! Hey, Kappa. Set.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Chargers hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining.
Run!
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Set. Home trips right. Hey, go lion. Hey, ram.
Man in motion here.
Right.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Completed to Davis. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Run! Set.
Herbert now. Has the connection to right. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Run!
First down, Chargers.
Set. 12. 5-9. Go.
Now Herbert again. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chargers will have a first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Set.
Herbert on 1st down. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Run!
Herbert throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
59. Go.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Ready?
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. He finds McConkey. And this one doesn't go far. They've got to keep moving quick here.
Baylor Tigers. 21. Hey, go
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Chargers putting up points in a game decided. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Crowd right. Go. Ready.
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. And this is caught for 2. Not going to do much against that deficit, but hey, at least a positive add-on to that touchdown. You know what? Good for them there. This one's pretty out of hand, but hey, they're still putting in the effort, still putting up points before heading home today.
How do you eat an elephant, Kate?
Ooh, I love that one. One bite at a time.
1 2-point conversion at a time. 8 points at a time. When you're down this big, that's all you could do on your side is just keep on digging and keep on eating bite by bite.
Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
19 tight. 70 range.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's trying another one deep. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. Now the Falcons offense staying on the field. Line it up to go for 2. And he's into the end zone, so the blowout continues as they tack on 2 more. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player